Hello, thank you for joining me. My name is Gabriel, and today I will be taking you on a journey going back thousands of years, spanning from about 10,000 years ago to the first Spanish settlement here in San Diego. Today we will be looking into the history of the Old Mission Dam, which is the oldest colonial engineering project on the Pacific coast. We will briefly discuss the Spanish period of occupation between 1769 and 1817, and of course about 8,000 years prior to their arrival, when the native inhabitants called the Kumeyaay thrived along the San Diego River, making their way of life where we hike here in Mission Valley today. The Old Mission Dam is located in the middle of San Diego's largest municipal park, Mission Trails Regional Park, which encompasses over 7,000 acres of both natural and developed recreational areas, making it one of the largest urban parks in the nation. The majority of the region is a chaparral habitat surrounding a lush riparian habitat of the Kumeyaay Lake shoreline and of course the old historic Mission Dam. The San Diego River made its way south from Julian and Santa Isabel from the Vulcan Mountains, carving its way south through the rugged hills and valleys, over time forming a valley of granite gorge walls and expansive natural vegetation. The heights of the mountains are striking with their interesting rock forms and rich colors. The lush habitat formed by the San Diego River provided water, food, and vegetation that would keep the Kumeyaay stocked with enough natural resources for them to thrive in this region for thousands of years. Riparian vegetation, such as reeds, willows, and juncus, were made into rafts, house thatching, clothing, and baskets. The Spaniards and Portuguese arrived in San Diego in the 1500s. Spanish colonization of California began when the Presidio at San Diego, the first permanent European settlement on the Pacific coast, was established in 1769. With the expedition was Father Juniper Serra, a Franciscan father who would have a tremendous influence on the colonization of California through the establishment of missions. At San Diego, Serra found the first 21 missions that extended across the coast of California. At the turn of the 19th century, the mission fathers at San Diego de Alcala designed a dam that the San Diego River would supply their expanding community with water after it suffered a bad drought between 1800 and 1802. The mission's Native American converts, who were from the Kumeyaay Nation, built the aqueduct and dam structures. The mission community started work on the dam after the drought in 1803 and completed the construction of a larger irrigation system by 1817. When the laborers finished, the dam was about 220 feet long, 12 feet high, and 13 feet thick. The dam was built across the head of the Mission Gorge, and it was 244 feet long and constructed of stone and cement on exposed bedrock. This created a permanent reservoir behind it. Water was released through gates and spillways into a 6-mile-long gravity-fed, tile-lined flume. Down the gorge and Mission Valley, ending in the settling basin near the Mission, construction was completed by 1815 and the Padres had the water they needed. Unfortunately, the usefulness of the dam to the mission would not last very long. The missions were secularized in 1833 and by 1867 the dam was in disrepair and mostly in ruins. The remains of the dam are still in place, but the flume system is long gone. While the dam isn't quite as large today by today's measure, the substantial amount of the remains that people can observe and explore is significant. As the dam is located on the San Diego River, it is also a great spot to visit year-round and is located in one of the few riparian zones in San Diego County. The dam is also located near two trailheads on Mission trails, Oak Canyon and the Kawapé Peak. These factors and more make this a great spot for short or long-term visits in the Mission trails for any type of visitor. I hope you enjoyed this brief glimpse into the past of the old Mission Dam and her history. We talked a little bit about the Kumeyaay and their presence here long before the Spanish arrived. We talked about Father Juniper Serra and the missionaries' efforts to harness the most precious resource, water. Thank you for joining me.